As I went into the depth of this ESG subject, it gained more and more attraction, and I learned as the time passes, and as we have been new in this journey, there were several new things, challenges as well. It's not something easy to change the mindset from profit motive to environmental or the three-dimensional business aspect. So it is very important to see from shareholder capitalism to stakeholder capitalism. It is not that just only the investor, the shareholder is happy by doing business, by making profits. It's also important to see our customers are happy, our suppliers are happy, our consumers are happy, the community around the plant, the employees most importantly, they have safe environmental conditions. Everybody should be happy, then only a company will prosper. It is a stakeholder capitalism. It's not me alone prosper. It is also others who are dependent on us to prosper. Our customers, our suppliers, consumers, everybody. So the companies which are getting the products from Southeast Asian companies should be flexible to give some benefits to these companies, give a better margin to these companies, then they can prosper.
Yeah, I think what you're referring to also is Southeast Asia being a supplier to places like Europe and the US.
Yeah.
And all the commitments that have been made in Europe and the US, and a lot of funds have been made available for those transitions. A lot of those funds will eventually flow into the supply chain, which is in Southeast Asia, to the suppliers that are willing to make those changes. There's a need for companies here to see that bigger picture play out, so that this is actually a very strategic opportunity for many companies.
True. Agree.
And maybe not all of them realize how strategic and how big of an opportunity it is.
We are already leader in several businesses that we are doing, and also our ambition is to be a leader in the ESG dimension as well. Everybody in the organization, employees, the communities, or the stakeholders should align with the company's ambitions to prosper together. The leadership position comes with the responsibility as well. We have the responsibility not only to make profit but also to protect the environment. So with that in mind, we started this sustainability journey more systematically from 2011, 2012 onwards by introspecting ourselves, what are our strengths, areas for improvement. And also we started benchmarking ourselves with industry leaders. We participated in various external ratings. One such important assessment is done by DJSI, which has done 360-degree evaluation of our company, and it has given a scorecard. And that helped us to open our mind, the tons of raw material consumption. Okay, we can focus can always be there, should always be there on reducing the cost, but also at the same time the focus should be there on the reduction of water, electricity, utilities, everything. So we started measuring each and every element that we consume. We survey with other similar products produced by other companies. So that helped us to analyze better, take initiatives, and a decarbonization strategy, targets, commitments have been set. All these targets we set, and we developed decarbonization strategy. We developed a strategy for improving health and safety of our employees or communities, and many more actions we have undertaken, including recycling. But our ambition is to recycle 100 billion bottles per year from 2030 onwards.
I liked what you said in the beginning, where you said with this position of leadership comes responsibility.
Yeah.
Right, and then you described how, as a company, you went from first focusing on costs, which is
a must.
Is old style of doing of running a business.
Yeah.
But you changed that to actually looking at, okay, what is our real impact? You're expanding that even to a point where you think about reinventing your business by getting into the recycling part of the business. Sometimes takes many years for companies to progress their thinking, right?
Yeah.
in terms of how can we reinvent the company in a way that is better for the world and we still make money. Southeast Asia is very exposed to the impact of climate change. It also has a lot to gain from making the transition in terms of new job creation, economic opportunities. Why do you think the transition has been slower in Southeast Asia than in the rest of the world?
The sustainability mindset comes when you are fundamentally strong in economic dimension. It's the perception, maybe it's not a right perception that sustainability comes at cost. In reality, to some extent it is, but it also the cost, also the gains that we get or anybody gets from sustainability is far more than the cost of sustainability. That is one thing. The second is the regulatory provisions, the regulations that play a bigger role. We see Europe is quite advanced. The third, I also would say the awareness, consumer awareness. The consumer awareness or the customer awareness in these developed countries or Europe, it is much far better than the awareness in Southeast Asian countries.
There are many opportunities where becoming more sustainable as a company will actually make you money. It'll either save you costs or it'll open up new market opportunities.
It also benefits reputational enhancements, customer trust, and many other benefits. For instance, recycling is a business. Recycled PET, most of the times it is slightly expensive than virgin PET. But also the returns on recycling PET will be more than virgin PET. It also helps meeting the demands or the requirements of our customers. Customers also have set their targets to end plastic waste and they are looking for this a premium product. So we are able to grab that opportunity by being into recycling business and provide the material that our customers want, the material that the end consumers want, giving rebirth to a bottle which has gone into the market, taking it back, recycling and doing it multiple times. So that is one way to get the benefit. And also reputational enhancement. If a company is just producing something and it is ending into a landfill or it is going to the ocean littering or other those kind of things, they may make profit, but at one point in time, they lose their reputation. I would start with the statement that sustainability is a journey. There is no destination for it. Every day, every year, or as long as there are business runs, we need to work on this continuously. One thing is moving into working on sustainability more closely, understanding the market requirements, benchmarking ourselves with industry peers, understanding the requirements of the customers, understanding the requirements of our suppliers, etc. These are all some of the things that we initiated, and we are working with our customers, suppliers, and various other industry associations in this dimension. And economic dimension is it's not always the direct benefit that we get. And it is kind of embedded benefit that it comes along this journey.
What has been the sustainability decision that got the best return on investment for you?
One I can immediately say is from economic perspective, being a leader in sustainability in ESG, we could raise over 2.5 billion USD sustainable finance.
Okay.
That's one direct benefit, I would say, and the sustainable finance. And the second thing is also, it is the trust that it gives to our customers, our investors, our shareholders. If somebody is investing, big ESG funds, big banks, if they are investing in IVL sustainable finance, they do it after thorough analysis of IVL's initiatives, actions, current actions, roadmap, future ambitions, targets, everything. By looking at all those things, they invest in company. So we gain economic benefit, and also it gives reputational enhancement and trust to various stakeholders. PET is a wonderful material. The problem is not with PET. The problem is with the way it is handled post-consumption. PET can be 100% recycled. The challenge is post-consumption, is it coming back for recycling or where is it ending? There are multiple things to address this challenge. One is recycling infrastructure. From one bottle recycling in 2011, today we are in a position to recycle over 30 billion bottles per year, and our ambition to recycle over 100 billion bottles by 2030. We are looking for more and more feedstock to recycle more and more. There should be better network infrastructure to collect the bottles to bring back for recycling. Yeah, we have several examples, very good examples, like Germany, where it is the collection, the recycling rate is over 90%. Japan is one other example where the recycling rate is over 90%. So the responsibility is one important factor that is driving IVL to be an industry leader in ESG dimension.
What have been some of the changes in your organization that you have made because of your sustainability ambitions?
It is the governance structure, I would say. ESG sustainability is embedded from top to the top, in the sense from board of directors. Understanding the importance of sustainability, they formed a separate subcommittee consisting of 4 executive directors and 3 independent directors, which is called Sustainability and Risk Management Committee, that drives sustainability more closely, meeting on a quarterly basis, setting up a sustainability strategy, targets, ambitions, and cascading down at the top level from IVL level, cascading down those strategies, targets, commitments to businesses, and the governance from executive directors, C-suite employees to business heads, group CTOs, or several leaders are given the responsibility to drive the sustainability from IVL level to various businesses, from board of directors to shop floor employee. So systematic governance structure is set in place to drive it, and not only given the responsibility but also given the responsibility in terms of their KPIs, linking the variable compensation to the KPIs, and monitoring closely.
So you spoke about this cascading down, right? Because the vision starts at the top, and but then how do you get your 26,000 people to also think and act sustainably? That is a challenge. How have you done that in practice?
What we have done is we educated our senior leadership beyond what they already knew. We communicated the sustainability importance at various levels, various means, one-to-one meetings, group meetings, bringing external consultants into IVL and organizing the sessions, webinars. We are also in the journey of developing Sustainability Academy, developing the courses to even further communicate that knowledge to as many employees as possible. The education to overall employees, that's part of it. And also we aim to educate our senior leadership. We want to make sustainability literate each and every senior leader. That means they should be able to speak the language, or they should be able to understand the industry trends, what are the demands in the market, what are the regulations that are coming up, what's its impact, financial and non-financial impact on our operations. We started collecting the data and doing that GHG Scope 3 accounting. Looking at the entire gamut of Scope 3, what are the hotspots? We know very clearly majority comes from our raw material. How are we going to address that Scope 3 from raw materials? One way is to engage with our suppliers directly. We are trying to cover 90% of our spend that goes for raw material procurement, and working with the major suppliers.
Looking at the bigger ambition that you have as a company, and then also considering that a big part of your impact lies in that Scope 3 phase, what would you say are some of the biggest challenges that you will have to overcome to achieve your ambitions?
It's not going to be an easy journey, because changing the mindset of people is a big challenge in sustainability. Today, some suppliers are in advanced stage, and there are several suppliers which are not there yet. Asking somebody to change their operations or business model, paying attention on the things which they don't think important today. So these are all big challenges today. But still, it is something one has to work on it, and have strong commitment to work with those suppliers and to reduce the Scope 3 carbon footprint. So the technologies are going to play a big role in transforming or in mitigating the climate risk. We are working with the technology providers to see the possibilities and have ambitions to have first carbon capturing facility in one of our plants in the US. That's where we are working on. We are also exploring green hydrogen technologies, but that is, again, it takes time. We are also working on chemical recycling or advanced recycling technologies, bio-based feedstock technologies. A lot of work is going on embedding technology into our operations and collaborating with the technology providers.
Getting to potentially more radical improvements rather than the marginal ones. If you think about your sustainability ambitions as a company, what type of leaders do you need in your company to achieve your ambitions and to be a leader in sustainability?
Now, that is not just the profit-oriented motive. We need to look at three-dimensional. Profit is one thing, the other side is environment and human capital. So a leader who looks at everything, the 360-degree perspective rather than one-sided focus. So the world and the company, and you can embed the sustainability culture, the mindset into the leaders that you develop. So in addition to business, they should also look at the sustainability perspective. Sustainability is a must. There is no second thought about it. Either you do it today and be part of the system, or you don't do it and you will be vanishing from the business one day.